Come in the eye. Sorry? What to do? Tips for relief.
Dad, have you seen my phone? My name is Grace Campbell. I'm a comedian, and we are going to go through my phone with my dad.
My name is Alastair Campbell. I'm Grace Campbell's father. I have a very, very good relationship with Grace.
I sort of see myself as a favourite child.
She's my third favourite child. No, I have a very good relationship with Grace. She's always been funny. She's always been very, very feisty.
He's going to hate this. He's not going to enjoy it at all, but I'm not concerned. Stop doing that thing with your glasses.
Well, that's what I do when I'm nervous.
Right, I'm giving you my phone now.
Screensaver. Why don't I use screensaver?
Why are you? But that'd be so weird. Okay.
Well, I have been your screensaver in the past.
Not since I was like 15.
15?
Dad, I'm a bit old now.
Okay. Oh, that was before we had the extension in the kitchen. I look exhausted there. You look like you just want to have a...
You look really unhealthy. Really bad.
Yeah, I don't
actually.
look good, do I?
You look horrendous.
Yeah.
I look so cute.
You look challenging.
I look so cute.
Oh no, what the hell was that?
That was my 16th birthday.
16?
And we went to a club.
That's in my house, isn't it?
That is my old bedroom, yeah, in your house. And the girls got me that lingerie for my 16th birthday.
Is that lingerie?
Yeah, from Ann Summers.
Yeah, you look like you don't quite know what you're doing.
Don't think I did.
No.
You once said to me that I wasn't pretty, that my face has character.
No,
You did.
Oh, you've always said that. You
did
take
say
that.
that
You
to
took
me.
it completely out of context.
No, he did say that to me.
I said you weren't what people would describe as conventionally pretty, but you've got real character in your face.
That's what I just said.
Emily and Anna. Oh, Labour. Well done. Where was this one then? Which election was that? Well,
That was probably when you made us go fucking canvassing from the age of like 12 years old. I just say, oh, sorry, my parents have asked me to come and do this, so are you going to vote Labour? No, okay, no worries. Have a nice day, bye. And then I would just, if they said they were voting Tory, we'd just be like,
okay.
that's what you told me to do.
No, I never said
yes,
that.
Yes, it is.
No. Do I want to watch that or not?
Anna is my best friend. I've got
You've got
loads
a lot
of
of
best
people
friends.
that you call best friends.
I have, for sure.
I'd say Anna probably is. You and Anna
Me and Anna.
in a slightly sexually compromising
It's
position.
definitely not sexually compromising. It's
What,
just,
her leg is over your leg?
no,
You've
we're
both
just,
raised
that's
leg
just
over.
friends. We're just like that.
Is that what friends do? I've never put
We're
my
just
leg over a friend
really fucked.
like that. You're really fucked?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Really fucked, like,
Drunk.
sure. Well, look, we're in your kitchen.
Oh, it's my kitchen?
Yeah.
And I remember that there's other people involved.
Fucking state of it.
Obsessed.
And then I remember there was a time that we were like
Oh, fuck off.
11
And we were like literally like sucking off a ham. Oh.
What?
I don't know what we're talking about. I think we're talking about there was a night when we were at school where we came back to your house and Mum had loads of leftover chicken. Okay, so this is Little Miss on her final warning at Soho House.
What's that about?
So you know Soho House.
You
Remember until very recently.
No, what happened
You remember?
No, what happened
You were?
was, I've never joined a club in my life, apart from Burnley Football Club. I don't like clubs. I got offered the membership.
Yeah.
I was given it.
Yeah.
And I thought, all right, well, you know, if you've given me something for nothing, I'll just take it and never go.
Me and Mum both love it.
Mum and I.
Mum and I love it.
What was your previous warnings about?
I don't think we can talk about that on camera.
Really?
No.
Was it worse than the one at Starbucks?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it was worse than Starbucks.
Starbucks was graffiti in the toilet, wasn't
Starbucks was for graffitiing in the toilet, yeah.
it? Why did you do that?
Don't know, we were 15.
We were at a dinner with
Name drop.
with the
Name
then
drop.
Prime Minister of Australia, Kevin Rudd, and get a phone call saying that you're in trouble at Starbucks.
What was your style of parenting? When you were exerting authority
With you?
over me, it was always done in a very silent way.
Oh, passive aggressive.
Very, you just wouldn't talk to me or look at me. Mum was always the one that would have to do the actual telling off.
Is that true?
And then when I got arrested, I remember when I come back that time, you were really angry at me.
What was that? Shoplifting?
I was so embarrassing.
What? Shoplifting?
It was so embarrassing.
Well, I got done for shoplifting.
Did you?
Yeah, twice.
So why didn't you say that?
When?
When I came home from the police station.
Do as I say, not as I do.
You were so angry at me that day. You
Yeah.
were so angry at me. I mean, it's embarrassing. It's like the most classic, like middle class thing to do.
Yeah.
Arrested for shoplifting at American Apparel
Yeah, that's right, American Apparel, yeah.
in Camden.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to know whether I was angry because of you or whether I was angry because it would become a thing.
What, the shoplifting? Yeah, exactly. So it's more about you, really, main character syndrome. I love trolls. Like, me and Anna have a whole album.
Why should anyone have heard of you? Baffles me why you would think that people would even want to. Yeah, that's a good point, isn't it? Well, he's got a point,
I
isn't
love it. I love you, Alan.
he? Where did you get your fillers done? I need to know where not to go. Also, you might want to consider putting mascara on. Why do they bother with that?
So there was this guy. Do you remember the guy that used to comment on all of your pictures of me?
My son.
Saying that's a nice pic of the alcoholic and his son. What are you looking for, Anna?
I'm looking for Anna, yeah. Anna, Christina.
No,
Anna
she's
Glasgow.
saved as Kezi Anal.
Sorry?
Kezi Anal.
Why? No, I don't want to know. I do not want to know.
There she is.
There she is.
So Anna's like the person I tell absolutely everything to. She knows everything about my life. Okay, cool now.
Hello?
You need to tell me something about Grace that I don't know.
Grace and I would, when we were like 16, we would wear football scarves to school because it was like, oh, you wear a football scarf, the boy's gonna come up and talk to you and be like, hey, like, you like football? Grace had a United one.
Oh,
and she
Grace.
obviously stole from your office.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was signed.
It was probably Alex Ferguson, yeah.
So one night we went out raving in Hackney Wick.
What is raving, by the way?
What's raving, Anne?
You know, going out wearing basically like minimal clothing.
In like a warehouse in Hackney Wick.
Getting on. And I was like, Grace, you've got a pool tonight. Bring your scarf, between our scarves and we'll pull, yeah. I turned around and to be fair to Grace, she started pulling like the fittest boy in there. And
He was really fit.
really like kind of tall, dark, handsome, fit. And he was like, do you want to come back to my mate's house? And then Grace was like, yeah, let's get an Addison Lee and booked an Addison Lee off your account.
Yeah.
And then
There's a lot of that went on.
so we jump out of the Addison Lee, we're like in the back streets of Mayfair, and it's like cobbled streets, and there's just this door, and the boy like knocks on the door.
Yeah.
Huge, a beautiful, gorgeous house. And then there was like a shelf of like BAFTAs and Golden Globes, and we were like, where the fuck are we? Anyway, it turns out we were at Robert Downey Junior's house, and the boy who opened the door was his son.
Yeah.
We stayed the night in the house. And in the morning, Grace texts me like, how do we make sure we come back here again? Like, obviously we need to get in here with this guy. Like, we want to be friends with Robert Downey Jr. And I was like, I know, you could leave your scarf and then we could come back and get it. Grace was like, okay, amazing. So Grace like planted the scarf, like sort of under the pillow. We left and then got another Addison Lee thanks to you back home.
Yeah.
And then Grace texts the boy like 2 days later being like, hey, oh, by accident, I left my limited edition signed, like really special Man United scarf. Do you think you could give us Robert Downey Jr.'s son's number, please, so we could possibly go back and pick it up?
And he never replied.
Never heard from the guy again.
Every now and again, use a bus. Yeah, it's good for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What?
You got somebody to send you a fucking banana.
I could order a cucumber and it'll come here in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but Grace, you could walk to the fucking shop at the corner
Yeah,
of
but
the
the corner
road.
shop doesn't have nice products. So this is my period tracking app.
A period tracking app?
Yeah, so shall I fill in my symptoms for today?
Okay.
Your body is at its highest fertile rate today. I'm ovulating.
You're ovulating? How does it know?
Because I've told it when my period was.
Right.
Should we...
How to clean your vagina? How to maximise your orgasm.
Okay, let's stop now. I'll log my symptoms.
Yeah.
Didn't have sex.
Should we do mine as well?
Yeah, let's do yours.
Was this in the last 8 hours?
Yeah, so today.
Didn't have sex.
And then what it does is it then gets to know your menstrual cycle really well, and then it sort of tells you when you're going to be feeling what.
And which companies are being sold your data on that?
This is not that one. This one is like really good. You pay for this.
Right. Do they want to sponsor my podcast, or do you to use the wrong market? One of the things that makes me laugh is when Grace goes on Instagram and films herself listening to
him.
me reading adverts for my podcast.
He does these ads for like WhatsApp, and he's obviously just been given a script, and it's like honestly blow my brains out listening to you like try and sell WhatsApp to me.
What are you doing?
Shh.
This podcast is sponsored by a London headquartered law firm specialising in complex commercial dispute resolution. Focuses on high stakes litigation and international arbitration. They're highly
What the
recruited
fuck?
from the world's top law firms that many big law firms have upon large companies.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It's a law firm.
High stakes litigation.
They sponsored your extension.
Shut up.
This is what? Dating profile. Oh my God, that's quite a raunchy picture. I go crazy for a good cheese board. You know I like it.
Yeah.
That's pretty wanky, isn't it?
This guy's like Irish. He's got a really nice accent.
How do you know?
Because he sent me a voice note of his body.
Oh my God. Six-pack-a-rama.
Anyway. When were you last single?
42 years ago.
Jesus.
No, it wasn't then, actually.
Oh, so you had a crossover?
A little bit. Grace's mum and I trained together as journalists, and that's how we met. I just couldn't even have the idea of doing this, I don't think.
What, of going on a dating app?
Of thinking that that is the way to meet somebody. I think that would be so weird. There's no stigma attached to it at all.
No, I wouldn't say so.
No, interesting.
I mean, everybody wants like a real meet cute, but
Meet cute.
meet cute.
What's a meet cute?
You and mum would have had a sort of meet cute. She like met like in Devon on like a journalism training course, and then like fell in love and moved in together after like 5 minutes. Like that's really cute and romantic. Everybody wants to be able to tell a story like that.
Believe it or not, I tried to arrest Tony Blair.
Ick.
So where did I get your search? Where's your search history? 4 signs you're in a toxic relationship. Where did that one come from? Come in the eye. Sorry?
Yeah.
What to do? Tips for relief. HIV. Come in eye. What to do? Tips for relief.
You meant to put saline solution in, by the way.
Okay, well, I'm glad I've never required that in my entire life. That wasn't too bad, was it?
No, that's fine.
I mean, it wasn't perfect morning, but it was okay. And I'm pretty shocked that you get some poor bloke to come out on the bike to give you a fucking Actimel. I mean, just walk to the shop.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.